Hey guys, it's just me today. Unfortunately, Robert is still in the hospital. We did make a post about it for anybody who decided to check that out, and if you're seeing this in the future, Robert is probably fully recovered and he's feeling well. This is just for me to get a video out for people just to make sure the channel still stays up and current. It's been a few weeks since we did anything. So I decided to put this out kind of update video, kind of chill video, kind of just me kind of talking to myself, which I normally do. But oh wait, hold on. Free play start. I mean, yeah, we could do this. But yeah, Robert had to go into surgery and he's being very coy with me about it, and I can't remember what he said. I just know is that he was feeling sick towards the end of our semester that we had, and he was just being very weird, and I was a little worried, which unfortunately led him to getting surgery done for a dead tissue, but he's fine. But he does have an open wound which needs to be wow, what do you say, vacuumed out. He'll explain it more once he's fully back on his shenanigans again. We do have a few extra days to record. If he's not better by a certain time, I might have to do another solo little thing or LP, which I'm thinking I'd probably just start out with Mortal Kombat 10 and then do 11 hopefully by when Robert is done. I don't know how that's gonna work. I did put up a schedule for those of you who haven't seen it yet. It was supposed to be us finishing Resident Evil 5 because we did back-to-back Resident Evil, and you know why not, just circumstances. It was just like we did Resident Evil 4 2005, and then we did I want to say we did a remake right afterwards, right after when we finished, or I think we were doing 5 and then we just stopped because remake 4 came out, so we decided to do that. And yeah, Robert just got sick, and you know he's recovering, so he's doing well. He sent his best regards to everybody, and now it's just me, and I'm lonely, and I miss him, and I never realized how bored I am without him. He's kind of the only person I talk to, since me and him are the exact same person. We have the exact same sense of humor, and even though he won't admit it because he doesn't like that mushy stuffy stuff, he is probably the greatest friend I've ever had. And he probably won't watch this video because he doesn't like watching our videos back, so he doesn't know unless you guys tell him, which I don't mind. But yeah, Robert is my best friend. We did have little spouts, little arguments and stuff, but we you know, we try not to let that get in the way of our friendship. We have some disagreements, but you know, hey, that's you know, friendship for you guys. And I also apologize if I'm talking odd because I've never done this by myself. I honestly never did an LP by myself. And I think it was Resident Evil 6. I think I did a few episodes by myself. And then I figured I couldn't do it without Robert because usually I have Robert to bounce off of. Metaphorically and physically. I miss him. But yeah, the Robert is on his way to full recovery. So I wonder if it's a bit of a hindrance on using this trident thing. Probably not. Okay. I'm trying to talk and focus, but it's just like I'm just kind of like spraying like autopilot. So yeah. Also, a quick few more channel updates. So we decided to start up a second channel, not for us, but for two new peeps coming into the fold. So you may have seen in this thumbnail too, Again, that third person is actually Lemon, who does our thumbnails for us. She's the third person. She doesn't have a mask, but these two other people who are coming are going to be focusing on the retro game aspects of the channel, because we have so much stuff we want to do, so much like stuff that needs to be done, and we just can't do it. It's just always not in the schedule, so we kind of have two other people coming in and doing it. However, just because they're old and they're kind of not like, I don't know what the right word is, but these guys won't be talking in the conventional sense. They will be going through with a new style that involves them kind of popping up Persona style, where they pop up with dialogue boxes and they will communicate that way through chat boxes and stuff. So hopefully that's a better experience for you guys. It's something new that we're kind of trying out. Obviously it will just be me and Robert talking here, but they wanted to just focus on gameplay. And then oh yes, these, sorry guys, hold on. Oh, I apologize for that. Yeah, they are gonna do their own thing, but they'll be doing old school retro game. Retro are by our standards, so they're starting off with the PS2 era first. So I think they already got it, but for those of you who want to know who they are, the main guy spearheading the whole operation, his name is Senpai Hanashi. Well, we mentioned Senpai before in the Hotline Miami playthrough, but he wasn't ready and none of his stuff was ready yet. But yeah, he will be going ahead and handling that gameplay wise, but he does have a lovely assistant with him, and their name is Phoebe, an artificial AI that was created by an unknown third party. They will be helping out Senpai with a lot of the stuff that he needs to do. Am I done with this thing? Did this full thing beep? No, it didn't. Yeah, so those kind of games are kind of hard, and you know, they kind of got stuck with it. So she's going to be there to help them out. And hopefully they're all good to go sometime soon. I know Senpai already recorded a few games for his channel. We're just waiting to get the a few odds and ends done with it, and they should be good to go. I just been staring at this thing and I have no idea if I even did this. I'm just kind of just spraying in a general direction. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just talking to you guys. Also, sorry if you guys can hear me breathing. And it's kind of embarrassing for me to actually, no, it's not embarrassing. It's a thing that happens with me. I had an anxiety attack a few days ago, and I'm still feeling it, and I'm just, I don't know, kind of focusing on my breathing, and I just had this urge to take a deep breath, and it's kind of getting to me, and plus it's getting hot in here, so I need to kind of just focus on, kind of distract myself. For personal reasons, I won't go into what exactly is up with me, what caused my anxiety. It's a personal. Well, I guess I'll just. So, I want to say almost a year ago, we lost a good friend of ours. And seeing Robert in a hospital like that, see him how he had to get surgery, and them saying how he almost could have died, I guess was a lot for me. And I don't think my body can take losing another best friend. So, you know, and nobody tell him this, but I legit kind of cried a little bit because it was a lot for me, and I thought I was going to lose my best friend. But no, he's on his way to recovery. He's doing great, and you know, I don't know. I was kind of falling apart there. So yeah, I do apologize if you can hear me just kind of like a Neanderthal mouth breathing, like that won't be my soul lightheaded. But yeah, sorry, I got super sidetracked. Without Robert, I'm all a mess. Yeah, so Senpai, let's see what he says. Okay, So we plan on doing Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 as part of like a PlayStation 2 thing, because I already thought about doing it, and then it was before Senpai then showed up, and because I was having a real hard time trying to fit all those old games that I know you guys would really like to see, and he's just kind of taking the workload off. I don't know if he wants to do any modern games. He's just kind of wants to focus on the retro kind of thing, and we'll see. It's up to you guys if you want him to play anything else, and he'll probably take requests every now and again. Take a break from the okay, sorry, that wasn't clicking. So let's see. The games he has lined up is Marvel's Rise of the Imperfects. Ooh, I remember that game. That game was dope. And Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Because that one actually has fully acted out like CG scenes, like cutscenes that follow the anime, and they have what if scenarios in there. And I think they have a story mode where you play as Hercule when he fights off Cell. So, and also expect a lot of Team 4-Star and, you know, Devil Artemis jokes in our playthrough for Dragon Ball Z. So there's that. But yeah, I think he's working on other games. I'm not too sure. He's kind of busy with kind of the other things going on, and he'll try to record as much as he can, but he's trying to get ahead of everything. They're not very comfortable coming on like with the mic and everything, which I don't mind. You know. Again, apologize if you can hear me breathing. I'm all. I think I got it. But yeah, I mean, let's see. That was all I really wanted to update wise. This is actually a really cool motorcycle, but I feel like as soon as I got onto it, all the weight was just coming crashing down on me. Like I wanted to get a moped, but I'm scared. I'm scared that I might just fall into traffic or something. And I never learned how to ride a bike. I rode a bike once, and I went face first into a stone mailbox and decided that I was never again going to ride a bike. I've always wanted to learn how to rollerblade, but I was scared I might roll my ankle. I saw my sister roll her ankle in a car wash. I don't know if you guys ever wore or ever seen Heelys, but those things in a car wash, not fun. I remember my mom got me a pair, and I was just like in a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, like a Scooby-Doo, just flying around all over the place. I'm just like, nope, this is not for me. I am not cool enough for Heelys. And yeah, a friend of mine back in the day actually had Heelys, and it looked fun. I'm like, you know, and I was gonna be like, you know what, yeah, this is the day I learned, and we were gonna try to start like a middle school biker game, but with Heelys. And in my head, that sounded badass. He went full speed with the Heelys, and we were on the second floor. And this is not where he didn't fall on the stairs or anything, but the second floor of the middle school I was at, it kind of had like this track, like it looped around like one big floor. He looked around, so he was trying to race, and he all I heard was in Spanish, holy shit, and I heard the loudest smack I ever heard. Like it drew a lot of people, and this is after school. I'm supposed to be like in an after school like work program and everything. Instead, I'm just fucking around with my friends in Heelys, trying to come up with a name for our Heely gang. And this dude goes face first into the locker, and I don't see him move for a few seconds. He opens his eyes up, and he's like, "Oh, I blacked out for a second." And yeah, pretty much knocked himself out with Heelys. And then that put a stop to our Heely gang. Can you imagine? Like how much puss we would slay if we just rolled up on Heelys in middle school. Like I'm obviously, we're not, I couldn't hold a girl's hand or anything. But I mean, imagine how cool we would have looked, roll up all in Heelys and synchronization, kind of like doing some fuck, what's that movie? I guess better is to look up the Family Guy roller skate thing. That was what we were kind of trying to attempt, and it didn't happen. What was the we were called? I think our little thing was supposed. We thought of different names like heel turn, kind of like a wrestling term, and I cannot find the. Does anybody see it? Hold on. What is not clean? Is it not? Is it the bike or is it the hauler rear? Is it the is it the truck? Oh, there it is. Hauler exhaust. So I can hear the clicking of my controller. Hauler tray red. I said red. Hauler rear mount. Hauler door. Okay. Hauler headlight. It's the tiniest thing. I hate this game so damn much. Hauler rear wheel mount. Okay. As rear fender. Sorry, you got quiet. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, we were heel turn. I don't know. I guess because I thought like in my head, I thought like Beyblade kind of like cool gang. I think we were heel turn. I think we were Team Blur because there were other kids that had Heelys and we were gonna try to like race for them. I don't know if you ever seen Air Gear, that anime where the roller skating and stuff. It was something similar to that, like, but we were gonna try to do Heelys and stuff, and I was super into it too, but I never got around to it. I kind of, yeah, kind of chickened out, and I didn't do. Whoa, hell yeah, let's do it, man. Robert's missing out a lot on this, but this is gonna be annoying. Yeah, we just, I don't know, we never did it, and there, ooh, that thing is moving. Imagine that coming for your booty hole at night. Yeah, and yeah, we were just being stupid kids. I think, behold the Scorpion Sentinel. Yeah, sure, man. Whatever. I don't play Final Fantasy. All I know is one winged angel, Sephiroth's theme from Advent Children, and it goes so hard. But I think every kid wanted to be part of like some kind of group. Like me, I got into anime real well. Even if I didn't know it was anime, like they were showing Beyblades and Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z. I guess a lot of kids were exposed to anime real early, especially like Adult Swim. And I was exposed to it, and I really, really, and I still do. I really wanted to be a part of like a cool crew, like mainly solving mysteries or mainly kind of just being some kind of secret superhero, basically being part of the like Power Rangers, but more me. This is edgy emo Justin, so I wanted to be like super badass, super edgy, and I did roll with a few guys where we trying to put our own comic book thing together, and he was drawing it. I was like the story guy. I was just kind of like passing my like story ideas, and then nothing came of it. Uh, Actually, I don't know what that guy's up to now. I think he works at a comic book shop. So I think it all came full circle. And for me, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I still don't know what I want to do. I am just going through the motions. Right now, I'm working as an IT help desk work study. Hopefully, becoming a full time employee if I suck up enough to the guys at the IT office to get it. Have an interview coming up soon for it. So, for those of you who don't know, work study is basically I am too poor to pay for college, so I had to get help from the government, and the government allows me because my grades are actually I'm doing pretty well grade wise, so they allow me to do a work study, which means that I can only work a certain amount of time. However, I'm getting the experience, and it is in my field. So, yep. And I'm 28 now, so I'm getting kind of old. So I need to figure out what I need to do in my life. That's just me. That's just me personally. I feel like I need to do something with my life because everyone thinks I'm trying to put all my eggs in the YouTube basket, and that's not entirely true. Like if something happens with the YouTube, or if Senpai and them, I don't know how well their channel's gonna do. If something becomes of it, then you know that so be it. But if it doesn't, it's no. This is basically a hobby right now. Would I like to get paid for it? Absolutely, absolutely. I would love to get paid to be playing games most of my time, and I know the market for it is oversaturated, and not a lot of people are doing anything different. So we're really trying to mix it up by advocating for mental health, because this is also a way that I relieve stress. I relieve my anxiety, and because right now this is doing wonders for me. Whew. Like right now, I feel like I want to panic, but I'm here with you guys, so that's really doing or it's doing a good job of keeping me from panicking. But yeah, I mean, if you're 28, like if you're my age or you're 30 and you think I'm a little too far gone, you still got a whole bunch of time. You still have a lot of time ahead of you to figure out what you're gonna do with your life. I mean, it's fine if you don't know right now. Like as like me when I was growing up, I didn't really give much thought to it. People, I just wanted to do stuff. I don't know. I First I wanted to make video games, and I wanted to become. I was like, I'm gonna be a CEO. And then when I realized that being a CEO means I have to actually put effort and put into a company together, I switched. I'm gonna make video games. It can't be that hard. It is super hard. Have you ever take programming? Holy shit! I took programming, and the teacher was not. What did I say? Raise arm. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna go hard. Now we're focusing on that bottom right now. Yeah, I was just. If you ever get a chance, just look up the basics of like programming, and holy crap, it's a lot. Like I know it's not for everybody, and for me it was just. I know I'm in IT right now, and I do have to take that programming class again, but this I understand this more than I do programming. So here's hoping I pass that class. I'm just literally gonna save it for the last thing and be the last thing I focus on. But yeah, like if you, oh my god, there's a goddamn train again. I apologize for you guys, I apologize to you guys, not for you guys. You guys didn't do anything wrong. But yeah, if you feel like if you're like, oh, it's Tifa. Yes, anything you want. I love Tifa. That's the only one I know for story reasons. I mean, I just Tifa Locker SFM. I mean, what? Anyways, if you're just like in high school right now and you're just thinking, I don't know what I want to do in my life, find something that you like to do. Like, I like video games, and if I couldn't do YouTube for it, I'm learning how to take consoles apart and repair them so I can keep those going. And there are people always in the market to like fix consoles or looking for someone to fix it, because they're not gonna go and spend $1,000 something dollars just to buy another PC part, or spend another $600 something dollars to get another PS5 when there could be a possible easy fix for it. That's what I want to do. If I can't work in the video game industry, then I'll work with, opening my own shop, repairing and selling old consoles. And now that I'm working IT, it is possible for me to get into a video game indie video game company. If I fuck, that's a lie. I shouldn't have done that. That's so much. That discouraged me real quick. Yeah, if I can't do the coding, maybe I can help with whatever it is they need IT wise. I mean, could they do it on their own? Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure they probably have other things to worry about than just whatever the hell is going on. Like I need this fixed and I can't go over there and do it myself. I'll do it. That's my mentality. I mean, I'm trying to get enough skills to go into that. How do you forget? Okay. That's just me. That's just my mentality. But if you like books, then I don't know. Just take up English, take up whatever would get you closer to becoming an author. And if you feel like, oh, I can't write a full book, then focus on short stories, write screenplays, become a writer for a YouTube channel to create animation, and maybe you'll get yourself a short story thing going on, and boom, before you know it, you got the Netflix picks you guys up for whatever reason. And there you go. I mean, there's lots of ways to get towards your goal and getting it. I mean, and sometimes that might not be for everybody. I tried computer science. I tried becoming a journalist for video game journalism, and I figured, man, I don't know what I'm doing. And I hate to say it though, but I was like really good at being like a cook. Like, I was just doing stuff with my hand. And I know there were a few other episodes early on when I was talking about working at a pizza restaurant, and they took advantage of me a lot because I did a real good job. But I got tired of it, and now I'm here. And I'm not saying I got lucky. I went out and I did it. I decided I don't like this anymore, and I decided to make a change. And I feel a hell of a lot better knowing that I'm in an area where I actually enjoy my job. Although I did cry a little bit because I thought they were gonna pick me back up for work study. I'm like, please. I even told them too. I was like, I will literally start meeting dudes in the back alley. Do not make me go back there to become a restaurant. Like, it's not for me. I don't like it. It could be for anybody, And I did restaurant jobs. I did it. I did it because I was that was all I can do at the time. And eventually I decided to do it. If you want to go into culinary stuff, you want to do culinary school, that's on you. They have a lot of good programs for that. That's there's going to be always somebody looking for cook, somebody to make food, someone to do that stuff. You're always good. And people are like, oh, I want to be an artist. I want to learn how to draw, but I don't want to. Hey, look, listen. With the way things are going right now, you got the VTubers, you got all that people coming, you got Twitch streamers. Me, I needed a thumbnail artist, and thank God I found Lemon because she does really good work. But just start doing that. Start putting up open commissions. Twitter has made it easier. Fiverr. I don't know what else there is, but learn how to do rigs. And I know a lot of people are not comfortable with this, but I shit you not, start drawing furry porn or art or something. Learn how to pick up another skill beyond becoming an artist. Learn how to become a seamstress. Learn how to sew or make stuff, because I shit you not, there are people out there who will pay out the wazoo for a fursuit. You will legit, and if you're good at it, they'll make it. Even if you're just drawing up their concept art, really detailed stuff, and you're really good with your craft, start doing it. People out there will go nutburgers for it. And you know, furries are not bad people. I mean, a lot of them are okay people. I know a few furries, and they're pretty cool. But you know, some of them are degenerates. But you know, I can't talk. I'm a degenerate. I still like Kamen Rider. Um, but you know, just find what makes you happy, and it doesn't have to be the first thing. Like for me, video gaming didn't work out. Being a journalist didn't work out. Here I am in IT, and I'm actually enjoying myself. You know, hopefully I can get more on hand experience learning how to like take stuff apart and put them back together, and maybe have my own shop. Will I become a millionaire? Probably not. You know, if this YouTube thing takes off, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm just happy for like the 42 of you guys that found us. You know, if we're at 100, that's fine. Like as long as there are people out there enjoying the content that we're putting out. And again, it's not nothing new that we're doing, but this might be a longer episode. I have cleaner. I just realized that. Yeah, you know, you always have options. You always have options. The worst thing you can do is not try. That's the worst thing you can do. If you don't try at all, then you're stuck with the what if I did this? What if I hadn't done that? I wish I would have done. It's never too late to start it. You're 25, 26, 27, 28, you know, in your 30, 35. Never too late. Go learn it. Yes, you'll spend the next 2 to 4 years learning how to do your craft, but at least after that, you'll be in a position where you fully enjoy what you do, and then you can just spend the rest of your time enjoying what you do. Because there's no point in you being in an area where you're miserable. Just don't give up. That's all I can give. That's all the advice I can give is don't give up. Even if you gotta do it out of spite, because people tell you can't. That's what I did. That's how I graduated. That's how my side of the family opened up their own chip business, was out of spite. They're like, fuck you, we're gonna make our own chips with blackjacks and hookers. Not exactly like that, but it was a big fuck you to the other guys. So, man, this went a lot faster if Robert was here. Also, he's gonna be really mad that I'm doing this without him. Am I at a metal cleaner? Please tell me I can buy more. Shop. New items. Medium. That's not new. Those are not new. You lied. You damn it. Okay. Oh, it's back to regular power. Man, it's getting hot again, and fuck, do I just not like it. Everybody thinking, Justin, why don't you move somewhere else? I can't. My anxiety won't let me. I'm just hoping, like, I was like, man, I hope we don't have to go to cons or something, and people see us. You're gonna be disappointed in me. I'm chunky. Alright. Get that done. What's the lore behind this? Like, what am I cleaning? Like, I haven't played, and I think Robert's asleep right now. For the first time at night. I know, crazy, right? Robert the Insomniac asleep at night. Yeah, that thing took a lot out of him, so. But yeah, if anybody sees this, even in the future, even if you've gotten this far and listen to me babble. Okay, I'll stop. Yeah, just let me know what this is. I don't know what this is. I'm just cleaning it. I'm the poor sap that's not out there fighting Cloud and them, and then getting my shit pushed in by Tifa. That's some other guy. But I'm the schmuck that got to clean this whole entire thing. Damn, I never thought of that. Oh, another good game. If I can get a good PC or get a better computer, We can play Viscera Cleanup Detail. I'll be pretty dope. Got some new levels and everything. Thought about playing the Postal games, but I don't know. I don't know if that's pushing the line or not. I mean, I don't know. And sometimes they crash. Like, I have Postal 4 no regrets because I played Postal 2. And I don't know. I mean, I don't really. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. Maybe once there's enough of you guys, we'll make a poll and we'll see what games we can play next. So I don't know if you guys have one, but I would like to think that every friend group, even in middle school, always had the hype man. That was the friend, the one that healed himself into the wall, into like the lockers. He was the hype man, and I don't know how. He was just very charismatic. Like if he was born, he put all his starting skill points into charisma, because that dude was just like, yeah, man, let's do it, and we could do this. Like it went from starting our own video game company to starting our own, Healy gang, a biker gang, to becoming wrestlers, to starting a band. And and not once did I question the dude. I was like, all right, dude, let's do it. We can try. And then I kid you not, he's sleeping over, right? And we're playing WWE. This was before it became 2K. It was SmackDown versus Raw. I think was what it used to be called, 2011 or 2010, or I can't remember what, but I remember it was called SmackDown versus Raw. And we were playing it, right, and he's hyping me up about something that I want to do, and I don't know. I don't know. It was because he wasn't smoking that day. I think it was because he was trying to. I don't know. I think he was trying to quit like smoking weed or something like that. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. But he dead ass looked me straight in the eye and was like, "One day we're gonna go to the moon." And I'm like, "Fuck you talking? One day we'll have a base on the moon. We'll do it, man." And I just looked at him. I'm like, this guy is insane. And I asked him, like, dude, are you feeling okay? He said, yeah, I'm fine, man. One day. And like, he's like, let's go outside. And I'm like, okay. It's just like, like freshman year or halfway through my sophomore or junior of high school. And he was just saying, he was like, it'd be easy. He's like, people go up there all the time. He's like, why can't we go? I'm like, dude, I'm scared of heights. Like, I'm scared to go to the second floor of a building and look down. It makes my stomach hurt. There was a Payday episode where we had to jump out of a plane. That shit made my stomach turn, my toes curl, my butt cheeks clench. And this man is over here talking about going to the fucking moon. And it's like, oh, yeah. Let's go to the moon. Yeah, okay. I'll get started on the rocket right now. Idiot. My fault, too. I don't know why. That just upset me. I'm just like, I'm listening to the ramblings of a crazy man. And it all finally clicked to me when he went home the next day, and I'm laying there at night. I'm talking to, my girlfriend at the time, and I was telling her what he said, and then the sudden realization that every single thing that he had told me that he had more, and I didn't question it because it all sounded plausible. Like, yeah, we could start a band. Yeah, we know how to do that. I know how to play the flute. All right, fuck it, right? It's the same thing as a guitar. And I don't know. I don't know why it never clicked to me that this man was just saying stuff just to say stuff. And I wasn't angry. I was more like, what's the word? I I guess I was impressed that he managed to convince me. And I wasn't the most sound of mind when I was younger, but I did have enough common sense to know that what I was doing, what was like, is this the smartest thing to do? How bad would I get hurt? You know? And this man just wanted to go to the moon. I'm like, sure, man, you go for it. I'll meet you there. Just tell me when and where, and I'll meet you there. And yeah, that was the only time he ever. No, yes, that was the only. Sorry, I thought there was another time, but yeah, and like he always wanted us to do like movies, and a lot of like this was like in the early days of like YouTube where people were putting like fan made stuff onto YouTube, and he wanted us to put together a fan made Mortal Kombat film where it starred me as Liu Kang because I somewhat if I squint real hard and I had my hair in a certain way, I looked a little bit of Asian descent. And he just happened to have long hair and he was super chunky white guy and he wanted me to be Liu Kang. He wanted him to be Raiden, and he was talking about all these like special effects at the time, like a lot of like the stuff where you could just like get free software and kind of like Photoshop yourself with lightning around you, and he wanted to do that, and he was like, let's just get a camcorder, and I don't know where the hell he got one. I think he stole it. To be honest with you, that dude was like a kleptomaniac, and he was like, let's do a movie, and it went from whatever we were obsessed with at the time. Like I wanted to do a thing about Infamous, like I loved writing too, so I was coming up with like different little like screenplays, just stuff that we can do, and from us doing, a time travel movie. Call of Duty Zombies was another one. Like just because he was white complected, he could try to do all of them, and then I was supposed to play Takio, and in my head I thought, yeah, doing a racially insensitive Japanese accent couldn't go wrong in the long run, and I'm glad I didn't, because then it's gonna be one of those things where people find out that Joji is actually Filthy Frank, or used to be Filthy Frank, and then people start losing their damn mind. It's the funniest shit ever, and I was like, all right, but we never had the budget. I didn't get a job until after high school, so yeah. I'm just glad they didn't pan out, because I don't know what the end result was. And I remember us trying to gather like material, and don't get me wrong, the dude was like he was committed. I remember him. I don't know what I think we were gonna do a wrestling movie about two up and coming jobbers who, he was super like upset, and he still is obsessed with Jack Black and all his movies, and he wanted to make a serious version of like Nacho Libre, where we were just like two down on our luck wrestlers straight out of high school trying to become like the next big thing in town. And he made me a wrestling mask, like a luchador mask, and I think I mentioned that in the WWE 2K Battlegrounds thing where I had my own wrestler thing going on, and he made me the mask out of like tape, a beanie, and like it was nuts. It was insane. That dude had ingenuity. That dude was like the MacGyver of cheap stuff. Like I saw him turn a soda can into a pipe for him to smoke out. He took an apple and we smoked out of it. That dude's an engineer if he wants to be. But yeah, he made me the mask, and on his way to making me the suit, and I was supposed to get in shape so we can so we can record it. And then he was like, no, let's record the training montage. We'll just do a quick time lapse of it. And in my head, this is one of those delusions where in my head, that sounded like it will work, just because like and now mind you, this is before the moon incident. This was before he hit me with the let's build a base on the moon, and we were supposed to do that and then wrestling, and I don't know, now that I think about it, fuck, was I naive. I don't know why I thought that was good. And I'm so glad this is way before TikTok and everything, because I don't know if he would have managed to convince me to go to an alley and we were gonna be ghost hunters too. Like it all hinged on that one was a lot more plausible. I just wanted an excuse to go. We actually did that. We went to an abandoned tunnel or abandoned like sewage area. I don't know. All I remember was that I was going through a rough time because a lot of stuff was happening at the moment for me, and I couldn't fully enjoy it. But that was the only thing we ever went through was let's be ghost hunters. Took the little camera he had and it all came coming down when we climbed this. It was like a way to, I guess, where all the water runs off through when it goes through ditches, and it's the runoff. And we were taking turns climbing on top of each other to get up, right? And he's asking like questions of like, "Hey, if anybody died down here, let us know." Or no, he was asking for spirits, and then the more logical person of the group, the new guy, I don't remember his name. I think his name was Frank, Fred, Juan. I don't know. He was like, "Hey, did anyone actually die down here?" And we all stopped and we thought about it. We're like, "Oh yeah, nobody died down here. Why are we looking for, like, wouldn't like there be like people tied to this?" And we all pretty much, that's where the investigation ended. Hey, case closed. There were no ghosts down there. A bunch of fucking idiots we were. Came out. We were all like just literally just smelled of like old water and sewage. We could have got hit with like needles or may have contracted fucking hepatitis Z or something, or may have been may have brought some kind of apocalypse on us because we were just a bunch of dumbass teenagers running around in a goddamn sewer. Like a bunch of shitty Ninja Turtles about to fight crime. And it was the most stupidest thing I've ever just been a part of. But I mean, it makes for an interesting story. And I just remember going back to my friend, not the one who's with the delusions, but another friend who was letting us stay the night because he lived close by, and his mom was so mad. And I remember her just being like, "Everybody get in the damn garage, take all your clothes off except for your underwears, put them in that damn washer and wash it because you guys are not staying here unless you guys get cleaned up." Sweet lady. She was one of the many moms that put up with our shenanigans, and God bless her, she didn't get mad when, I won't say who it was. It might have been me. I might have kicked the stand. But someone broke her wedding photo of her and her husband. Oh, might have been me. Also, for the friend that I blamed it on, if you're watching this, hey man, thanks a lot. It was me. I know you were super flabbergasted when you're like, it could have been you, and then it was just so crazy because I guess I kind of gaslighted him. I was like, "I'm sure you were in front of me, man, and you slid, and you broke it." And he was like, "Oh, I did." And he pulls money out of his wallet and stuff, and he's like, "I gotta give it to her." I was like, "Yeah, man." And then in my head, thinking real hard about it, I did it. I was the one who broke the frame. But I wasn't gonna tell anybody. That lady was scary. So, and that's just one thing I did in high school. Like, I've calmed down a lot since then because, I'm getting old and my back hurts, my arm hurts, my jaw hurts, a lot of my body hurts, and I gotta take a medication every morning just to keep my body going, or else I get sleepy. So like the way my body's set up now, I don't think I can handle all that and stuff. But fuck, was I insane? Like, was I insane when I was younger? Oh, like 10 years ago. Holy shit. Like 10 or 12 or something years ago. Hold on. God, I was a shithead. I didn't know where to kick my ass. Probably needed it too. I was being a fuck ass most of the time. But listen, if you don't cringe at your, and I forget who said it, I think it was Ray of of Achievement Hunter Rooster Teeth and Brown Man fame. That if you don't cringe at yourself when you're younger, then you obviously haven't grown yet. And I cringe a lot at myself. I was like, fuck. Was I stupid? Like, a part of me when I was younger, I thought I could go Super Saiyan. For a little bit. Until I realized that that was physically impossible. Hey, we can all believe, alright? Not to mention, I think it would look weird if a dark-skinned guy became... Actually, no. No. I think my hair would be white. I'll be honest with you, like, if like, I went Super Saiyan, I think they're, like, I'd be white. I'll get more into that later. Also, yes, I did spend, like, 20 minutes talking about me being Super Saiyan. This is gonna be a long episode. I apologize for you guys. Ah! Okay. Alrighty. I think we're almost done here. Like, I gotta get into that asshole's face and give him a good squirt. Pause. You know, I think, now that I think about it, I think if I was born around this time and I had all those crazy delusions, I might be on YouTube still. At least we'd have had the platform to make other stuff, and oh, it would probably be god awful. But man, would it be funny. And just to make myself feel better, and if anybody sees this, and we had enough people to make this happen, in the comments below, tell me the dumbest thing that your friend managed to convince you to do. And if it's illegal, don't put it in. I don't think it's a good idea if you put it. You know, like, don't be like, oh, I killed a man. Like, hey, I didn't hear nothing, but like, you know, I'm not a cop or anything, but you know, you keep that somewhere else. Keep your Jeffrey Dahmer shit somewhere else. Speaking of which, a completely off topic. Did you guys know that nobody knows? Fuck, what's his name? The guy who plays Jeffrey Dahmer. And I don't have my phone to look it up, or Robert here to look it up for me. Hold on. I think I have the computer real quick. I think my computer it's brand new, can handle me opening up Google. Give me 1 second. I need to. Did I say Hannibal or did I say Dahmer? Hold on. Cast. Evan Peters. There we go. 2 first names, he can't be trusted. Yeah, he was super sad. Nobody knows him from anything. Like, I know he's Quicksilver. I've seen him from American Horror Story. I think I've seen him in a fighting movie with Michael J. White. I know there's a lot of them where he shows up at Kick-Ass. But yeah, like, nobody knew who he was. They only know him for Dahmer. Which, to be fair, he did do a good job being Dahmer. But I mean, he did do a lot of other stuff. You fucker, you're not clean yet? Jesus Christ, I can't. That, okay. But yeah, leave in the comments below if your friend ever convinced you to do something stupid. I think time travel was also on the table as well. Fuck. Now that I think about it, God, I was dumb. I keep thinking about how dumb I was. Okay. Is that part of the... Okay, no. Alright, cool. We got a good angle of the... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting focused because like this episode's kind of running. I actually didn't think I'd last this long with talk. I thought I was gonna be super awkward about it. I still miss Robert though. Hope he's doing okay. Hasn't messaged me back yet, which I can only. I was super paranoid too. Like I called his mom. She thought it was. I don't know. I don't know. I hope she thought it was sweet. Or I hope I wasn't being too annoying. But given the circumstances and what we've already been through, I was a little worried. So a good heads up. And there were brief moments where I just needed him to like. I was like, hey man, I just need a fuck you. What do you want? Eat my ass. Go to bed or something. Acknowledge that you are doing okay. And yeah, like he would just read my messages so I know he was doing okay. And eventually he would come through like from his coma, and he would just be like, "Hey, I'm alive." And then he would just like I just wouldn't see him anymore. But yeah. Also, for you guys in the future, I don't know if we'll have the same mask designs, but like, what do you guys think of the masks? Well, they're visors, but I had a whole like Kamen Rider Ichigo helmet thing going on, but the mask thing was like, it was super hard to convey into. It was crazy. Like we had one artist do it, and then we had another one do it Dragon Ball Z style. It was super. It was expensive, but it was really good. But something about Lemon's art style was really good. I'm like, yeah, yeah. This is the person that I want doing our stuff. And yeah, it was kind of hard to like. The idea was to like trying to get as many artists as we could to commission, but the funds weren't there, and Lemon was nice enough to like work with us, and her prices were really good. So I just wish at this point in time, I just kind of just wish I could commission her more. I know she's super excited about doing a cosplay, and I really want to try to help out with that, but you know, bills, don't fucking sucks. Like I honestly wish, like I would gladly give up my life if it meant like hey, you gotta give up your life for the world to go on. Yeah, I think my only stipulation would be like I want to be forever 25. I want to be like just like immune to like any disease and stuff. Honestly, just stay young. I would love to just live in the year 1980 all the way up until like 2024, and then just restart my cycle. Like in one lifetime, I'm just a movie director, video game director, and this thing is like, what is missing? A lot of us wish we could turn back time. So I'm getting super off topic. I'm all over the place, guys. I just apologize. It's like almost like 1 in the morning. I've been like recording for like an hour. Guys, do you see it? It doesn't help that this thing is orange. Okay. Backplate. Oh, I'm down. I see you, bastard. You know what the crazy thing is though? If I would have went through with what I was gonna go through when I was like 19, I would have a child right now. Like I think they would be like 10 years old already. I tell you, like I was just fuck was I naive. I think you could have convinced me to join a cult. You know, how fucking stupid I was. Probably lured me into a back of a van. Like you could probably convince me to buy timeshare or some shit like that if I had the money for it. I'm wiser now. I'm wise to the bullshit now. Like I'll give you an instance of how much I wised up, and this is a lesson I had to learn the hard way. Was not to trust too many people. Keep your friend. That's just me. That's because I grew up around a bunch of assholes. But I don't know if I told this story, but there was a guy that I used to hang out with, and I see him just gallivanting around, fucking schmuck. Like he didn't do jack shit wrong. Let him stay with us for a while. He was falling on hard times, and this was around the time my other friend was staying with us because he got into it with his parents, and you know he spent like a week at my house and a week at another friend of ours, just kind of like couch surfing. And this other dude, this asshole, stole all my stuff, stole my Xbox, stole all my games, and oh man, I was pissed. And that's the lesson I had to learn the hard way, not to, you know, not to trust him because I knew he was shady. I knew I was too trusting. I just let everybody do whatever because I was just trying to, like, I don't know. I guess I was just being an asshole most of the time. Like, I should just stay being an asshole, but yeah, stole my stuff. Luckily, where's the? Hold on. Is there a ladder on here? Just luckily, my uncle, who is a believer in like hard lessons, like learning the hard way. Uh, he was like, "What you learn?" I was like, "Not to trust, not to trust everyone." He's like, "Good." Bought me a brand new Xbox. Brought me the brand new one, the last one that came out, like the Elite and everything. Got me a few games. He's like, "All right, got you a few games to start you out with." He's like, "But yeah." He's like, "Here." He's like, "Don't." He's like, "Don't be a dumbass." And I'm like, "All right, sir." Yeah. The lesson I learned was learn to take care of yourself before you worry about taking care of others. And that's like not like being selfish. Learn when to put yourself first. Remember that your mental health comes first. You can't help anybody if you can't function anymore. I don't see it. I don't, and it's making me angry. Okay. Fan belts. What the hell is that? Is this the fan belts? Leg guard, underbelly, front wheel. Guys, where's the? Oh, is the cannon still? Is it still dirty? Oh, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. But yeah, remember to take care of yourself first. Make sure you're in good shape before you go around trying to take care of everybody. I'm not saying you don't have to. I'm just like, at least make sure you're in adequate position to still make the right decisions. And I'm no therapist, so I'm just saying that's just me, like, preferably just. Come on, you bastard. Alright guys, sorry, I'm super focused now. What do I do? Okay, so fan belts need to be clean. Claw wrists, motherfucker. Oh, right. I can move this. Guys, why'd you tell me I was just dumb? Dumb. I said thumb. Jesus. Hey, what's up? 28 years old. English is my first language. Can you tell? There it is. Claw. Okay, I see right there. Claw wrist times 2. Claw wrist. Is it the other one? Are you still dirty, you fucking machine? I did that a little too long, and I thought in my head, oh no, some jagamal on the internet is gonna think I said some kind of slur, cause I'm trying not to cuss as much. I cuss a lot more when Robert's here. I don't think about it. I still haven't found I know I still need to do the claws, but I could not find the fan belt. And I'm trying to think, well, theoretically speaking, where would the fan, this thing is like not even a real thing. This is I'm trying to rationalize like where it would be on a thing that doesn't even exist, with minimal engineer knowledge, mind you. Like I don't know. All right, and I'm actually working myself up. Please, can I get down? Thank you. Shoulder wall. All right, guys, where do you think the fan belt is? I got it. If I can. Okay. Scanner. Tail laser. I'm just looking for the speck of like. head casing. Ooh, this is giving me agita. Like I'm getting super antsy because I can't find it. I might have to call it quits. Alright. So I don't waste any more time because an hour, 10 minutes. I'm going to pause real quick until I can find it. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey, guess what? It's that right there. Come on. Come on. My God, that is a lot more annoying without Robert. Robert, you watch this episode, I miss you. But I'm gonna have to call it here. It's been an hour. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope everyone's having a good day, staying safe and healthy. And I will see you guys next mission. Probably one more Power Wash, and I might do, just because I have the hankering to play it, might do Mortal Kombat X story mode solo if Robert isn't up to recording in the next few days. But see you. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe.